When people show you who they are, do you believe them? Do you believe them? When people show you who they are, do you believe them? I'm Tracy Hensel, certified professional coach and owner of Hensel Coaching and Consulting. Me and my coaching team help people just like you get from functional to optimal, whatever that looks like. Before we get started on talking about believing people for who they are or who they show you they are, I do want to share that a portion of today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. You've heard me talk about Skillshare in the past, and for good reason. One of the biggest reasons I love this online learning community is because I love to learn. I love to learn new things, and I can always rely on Skillshare to provide classes so that I can learn something new. I'm a very goal-oriented and success-driven person, so because of that, even areas that I'm already pretty skilled in and fluent in, I like to hone in and develop in those skills. The other beautiful thing about Skillshare, not only do they provide classes to fit every skill level, but they also have classes to fit every schedule. That's really attractive to me. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description box below this video will get a free trial of their premium membership. The other beautiful thing about Skillshare is it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. I recently shared a video on the art of accepting compliments graciously. In order to do this, you have to practice self-awareness. You also know that a lot of my videos have something to do pertaining to emotional intelligence. And if you work with me in coaching, emotional intelligence is something we talk about a lot. Well, ironically, I was browsing the recommended Skillshare classes and I stumbled across a 10-minute class on emotional intelligence. Quick tips for self-awareness practice. Perfect. Love it. Of course, this is an area that I'm drawn to. This class includes a pause and think exercise and a downloadable worksheet to help you practice these self-awareness tips. Since self-awareness is a continued practice, this exercise is great to know and to use time and time again. This short class is a great foundational course that will help you to start on your journey from functional to optimal. Since we brought up emotional intelligence, let's talk a little bit about believing people for who they are or who they show you they are, because they will. At some point, you will know exactly who they are. The problem that we have and where we're low on EQ stands for emotional intelligence, different than IQ, is we want people to be a certain way. We want them to act a certain way. We want their attitude to be a certain way. We want their energy to show up in a certain way, how they say something a certain way. And it's usually based off of us, how we show up. So when someone doesn't show up like we would like them to, or how we would approve of them to show up, we're tripped up. Yeah, we're tripped up. And the reason for that is we're not believing them for what they've shown us. Have you ever said, I can't believe they did that? Yeah, we've all said it. I can't believe he did that. I can't believe she did that. She makes me so mad. I just can't believe her. Really? Is that the first time this person showed up that way, or did that, or said that, or had that attitude or that behavior? Probably not. The only person you really can't believe is yourself, if you think about it. And the only person you can change is you. So every time you catch yourself saying, I can't believe someone did this, and it's something they've shown you over and over and over and over again that they're going to do, why can't you believe them? They've proved it. They've shown to you who they are. You just haven't believed them. The biggest thing about believing people when they show you who they are, why we struggle with that is because we feel if we believe you, thank you for showing me who you are, I believe you now, we feel that we're saying it's okay. We're accepting of their behavior, their attitude, what they say, what they do. No. If we're talking about emotional intelligent people understand that they can't fix others. They can't change others. They could see success in someone. They could see that this person could make a change and be so successful, or if only you would give this up, your life would be so much better. But that's based off of you, not them. And you have to believe them for who they are, who they showed you that they are. If you want to be less penetrated by others, you have to believe them. You have to believe them. Because when they show you who they are, that's who they are. We can see potential in people that they can't see in themselves, and they'll never succeed in that potential that you see for them unless they want it. If you know someone with an addiction, they're never going to quit the addiction. They're never going to step away until they want it. And we will drain our energy trying. We will try so hard and we will drain ourselves. And sometimes we'll lose ourselves in the process because we're so penetrated, tripped up, and our buttons are pushed so often by others because we just can't believe them. I just can't believe this. All this is a shift. It's a mindset shift, and it requires self-awareness. It requires paying attention to who triggers you, who pushes your buttons, and ask yourself, am I believing them? Am I believing them for who they are? They're showing me who they are. It doesn't mean you approve. It doesn't mean you're okay with it. Believing them for who they are and who they show you they are and how they're going to show up in the relationship, that's the truth. That's their truth. You can't change that. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be okay with it, and you don't have to accept it. And I'm not saying to be a doormat or let people walk all over you. Not at all. You know I'm a huge advocate for setting healthy boundaries. So when the person shows you who they are or how they're going to show up in the relationship, if we're talking about healthy boundaries, you believe them when they show you, then here's where you have control. You can't control them, but you can control you. This is when you choose where this person fits in your life, if they do. Maybe after they show you who they are and you believe them, you recognize, not on my time. Not on my time. Or maybe you decide, I'm going to keep this person in my life because it's in my best interest to do so. Or maybe I really have very little control to get this person out of my life. If they work with you, if it's a boss or a coworker, good luck getting them out of your life. But you will get to decide how much you allow that person to rent real estate in your life and how much energy you give them and how much time you give them. That's all in your control. And you have to take accountability for that, but that requires self-awareness. So first step, believe people for who they are. When they show you who they are, believe them. If you catch yourself saying, I can't believe this person did this or said this or showed up in this way, check yourself. Because they're doing it over and over. They've been showing you. You just haven't believed them. Now you're going to start believing them. And then the last step, I'm going to decide if this person stays in my life, if this person goes in my life, and if I choose to keep them in my life, what those boundaries look like. It's all in your control. No one can force you. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence means you're going to take accountability and responsibility for yourself, and you're not going to put the blame on anyone else. All right? When people show you who they are, believe them. They're not lying. Trust me. You know, and I know. All right, a couple of last-minute announcements. This coming Sunday, June 6th at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Me and my husband are hosting a couples workshop. I will talk more about that couples workshop later this week in a video here on YouTube, but the link to check out the couples workshop and to get registered will be in the description box below this video. You do not have to attend the live. It's in the middle of the day, but I do that so that I can hit all of my time zones all over the world. I encourage everyone who is married or in a committed relationship to consider this couples workshop. Again, you don't have to attend the live. If you register, you will get the recording. It's going to be powerful. And we're going to talk a lot about believing people for who they are. Maybe if you would have believed the person you're with today for who they were back then, maybe you wouldn't be where you are today. But you're there. So now let's work on that. And then lastly, don't forget Skillshare. That link will be in the description box below. Check them out. So many great classes. Again, check out the one on emotional intelligence. It's 10 minutes. It's a no-brainer. You can do something else. You can fold a load of laundry in 10 minutes. And also, the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click that link will get a free trial of their premium membership so that you can expand on the skills you have or learn something new. All right, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you at the end of the week talking more about relationships, and I'll have some content in that video as well, talking about relationships. All right, thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.